Let's get the show on the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Good Brother Morning. I am Easy Eric Cairnie, joined as always by Rex the Boot Atkins and Joe-Dawg Hallam. And our guest today on this Friday Patreon, Cuba, Elian Habanero.
Before the end of the night.
Oh, we're just going to sing his theme song now?
I want to love you so tight. I don't know the
I
word.
don't think that's how it goes.
I can't believe you guys invited me back. Thank you very much. Glad to be here with the Boot and Joe-Dawg and Two Dogs Fucking.
Oh,
Oh, man. Was that the episode?
That was the episode, yeah. So little catch up for the fans listening. Yeah, we did another podcast this week, and the audio was just unusable.
there was a lot of high people on that episode. So
We had Jeff Black on watching AEW, not really paying attention to what he was doing on the podcast.
And Vanessa was like beside him, and she's like, nah, 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 like while he's watching, and so like not nagging him. I'm just saying.
And the
I just
Two
meant you could
Dogs
only
fucking
barely
reference was to a joke I told.
Yeah, it's a very racist joke.
It wasn't racist. Come on.
It
I
was
made a joke
something.
about how
Yeah.
Elian had probably had a shirt on, and then he heard we wanted him on, put the vest on because he's committed to the bit.
I thought about that because I don't wear it on my Twitch stream. I'm like, I better start wearing it on my Twitch stream now.
Oh no! Just wear the shirt that has the vest on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's good. It's stretched at
How's
the
your
neck, though.
Twitch going, man?
I'm going to get money this month. The first time ever.
For the first time ever?
First time ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to get $100 US before they'll pay you out.
So how does that work? What do we have to do? Good Brother Morning has a Twitch stream now.
Yeah, that actually is a good exclusive, Eric. Good. That's actually good. Yeah, Twitch.
That's called a segue, you jackass.
Follow us on
Elian
Twitch or
Habanero.
whatever. Subscribe to us on Twitch or whatever you call it on Twitch.
It's
Twitch.
following, and it's free. If you subscribe, that costs money, but you can follow for free. Once you guys get 50 followers, shouldn't be that hard. Then you can run ads and make money.
It's free. Yeah, it's free to follow, but you pay to subscribe. But I subscribe to Elian's with my Amazon Prime membership. I think
That's
with
right.
your Amazon Prime membership, you get one free subscription a month.
That's right.
I always use it on Elian. So if you can use it on Elian if you like, since he's the one that told me about it, or you can use it on Good Brother Morning.
I think you should use it on Good Brother Morning. No offense,
Oh,
Elian.
it's too Good Brother Morning.
Yeah, you're
man.
already making money.
You guys got to split it 3 ways. Like, so I mean,
Well, until we get
you're feeding 3 families. How come Eric doesn't have a cool background with his pirate books and stuff?
Yar.
What do you mean?
Like Joe-Dawg's got his, and Rex has got his, and I got mine, and you just got like the white wall.
Yar.
How fucking dare you?
No, I'm just asking.
You come on to my show.
Yar.
No, but you're not wrong. Well, because I'm in the master bedroom, you see.
Oh, he has a master
okay.
bedroom.
Where the magic happens.
We're not allowed to call it that anymore. It's just the big bedroom or something
That's
now.
the
In real
large
estate,
room.
you're not allowed to call it master bedroom. You got to call it like the main bedroom now.
Why?
Because
It's gender fluid.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's not it at all.
I got some gender fluid for you right here, Eric.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're doing this today, because I went on my Twitch after and I was trying to do damage control. I'm like, yeah, sometimes they say anything inappropriate, but at least they have the balls to try comedy because it's hard in the cancel culture.
We
so-
were on your Twitch?
Wow.
No, I was just talking about it after I went on Twitch after
Yeah, he puts
we
us over.
recorded.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Put us
oh,
over,
they
he
had me.
buried us.
No, he said a lot of people,
He said we're not good at jokes.
Elian, let me
No,
tell you
I
something.
said-
as
I
soon
said
as
some people.
you apologize, you're in the wrong. Don't apologize. Okay? If you just don't apologize and defend yourself, they can't take anything away from you.
That's fair, yeah. If you didn't do anything wrong, then why are you acknowledging doing something wrong? Right?
That's right. We don't do
That's a
anything.
good.
Maybe
Good
sometimes
advice.
you have to swallow your pride.
Now for our next segment, who can tell the most racist black joke? Okay, Joe, you go first.
Nobody apologize.
What makes you think I have any? I don't have any.
You're from Godrich.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that. Yes. Joe,
Yeah.
what do you want to do on Twitch? We need some ideas here. We have a new Twitch stream, a Twitch channel. What do you call it? A channel?
I mean, Alien, do you think that we could put like these episodes that we do here? A lot of people listen to it on the Apple and on the Spotify and etc. But would you think they would watch it on Twitch?
I'd have to watch one to
I think
be fair.
Catch bat with our teeth.
Yeah, let's do Kenny Rogers. Let's do
Kenny
Jackass.
Rogers, this is the shopping cart trick.
You can do anything. It's your own channel. It's like I just play games.
You can't do anything. I mean,
well, yeah, Hacker whipped his dick out and got banned on that.
That's where I was going with it.
I don't know if he got
okay.
banned. He got kicked off that episode, but he can still go back. No, maybe.
Yeah, I think you can still go back.
Let's go over this real quick. Language.
Okay.
What are my language limits?
Yeah, Elian.
You can put for mature audiences, and then when people click on it. So I like people swear. I know a bunch of people that swear. I don't know how.
Yeah, because
far you can take
I don't
it.
know though. I want everyone. I don't want to discriminate against children. If they want to watch me call Jesse Bieber a cockmunch for doing something on Fortnite,
Maybe
they
they'll
should have the
beep it.
option.
Yeah, maybe they'll bleep it.
Seems like a lot of
And
work.
as soon as you guys get a Twitch, he gets a Twitch. So I want to see the numbers.
What do you mean?
The Twitch war between Bieber and Good Brothers.
Well, he was just on our very first Twitch stream. Actually, we played a game of Fortnite together just to test it out, and it was enjoyable. We liked it.
Elian, do you play the Fortnite?
Yeah, I got a couple kids that I like. My godson and my cameraman that I'll play. It's a kids game, so sometimes I'll.
Well,
play
I
with them
mean,
to be
there's
nice.
guns
Seems
in it.
a little violent.
There's guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just popular with the kids, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I guess a lot of adults play it. But yeah, I've played it before. Yep.
I think he was making fun of me, Joe.
No.
No, but you were just doing it for Bieber. It's not like you sit and play Fortnite all the time, right? Like,
Yeah,
you're not a
I
Fortnite
totally
addict. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
then
not an
making fun of
addict.
you.
I'm not an
I've
addict,
never played it. It looks fun.
but I like playing Fortnite. It's fun. I don't do the dances. I don't thank the bus driver. I just shoot people.
There you go. I just hide in the bushes because like they want me to level up. They're like, try and level up for me, like when the kid goes to bed. So I'll just you got to get in the top. So I'll just hide in the bush till I'm in the top 10 or whatever. I like bush. I hate when they shave.
I love bush.
Okay.
Yeah, I hide in the bush all the time.
Hey, we were just talking to somebody. Oh no, that was stuck in the 80s, not the 70s. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I think bush was still a thing in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you
But
think
it was
women started
starting to
shaving their
decrease.
pussies? Yeah.
It was starting to decrease.
Landing strips started coming around the late 80s, I think.
Mhm.
Because you look at the 80s. Think about like what things look like during WrestleMania 1. I bet you there's still a lot of bush in that crowd. Just look at the video quality. There's a lot of bush in that audience. I think towards the late 80s is when they started trimming it up and started doing
This is the
landing
80s.
strips.
I'm down with the ladies.
Yeah, MTV was kind of the catalyst, I think, for bush trimming.
Really?
Probably, I'm assuming. Yeah, the MTV era, those people would definitely be bush trimmers.
Well, in high school, kids started getting like little cool logos shaved into their heads. So I think the girls are like, well, why don't we just do that downstairs?
Oh, there's an idea.
Does this look like a cue to you?
See, I wasn't a big fan of when everything went completely bald. There was a
Me neither.
section of time in there when like all porn, everything was all just always 100% bald. And I don't like that.
I'm good
I
with
totally agree.
I'm
For
good either
one
way.
time, I went to a strip club and I just wanted to sniff a pubic hair and I couldn't get it.
it. Where is Eric?
I don't know, but Joe's getting uncomfortable talking
No,
to
I'm-
Elian
I-
and Rex
no, it's
about
fine.
pubic hair.
Oh no!
Oh,
And
put it in a
his friend from
quesadilla. Joe's
Goderich.
all over it. He wants to talk about it for a fucking hour. But if we talk about shaving it, and he's like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this.
Oh,
He
dear.
did say he liked Drew McIntyre's. Maybe
Pubes?
he likes men. Yeah, maybe he likes men because he was
I like
talking about
his-
how his penis got caught in the rope on the dive or something.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
he
he
did. He tried to do a dive over the top, and then boing! He got his junk caught on the top rope.
Yeah. You bring up Drew McIntyre's dick quite a bit now.
There he is, folks. Here he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Where'd he go? Where did you go?
He's
I had
getting
to
the
get-
background. He's gonna
I had
hang
to-
up like a pirate towel or something.
I had to get a little drinky poo.
You think he by this point he'd have like his own personal servant pouring it, like on the Drink Champs podcast?
What do you mean?
He means you'd like
They
to
pour it for
enslave
them.
people.
Oh,
Okay.
You racist.
I almost got a scotch, but I didn't. I got rum and.
I love scotch. Scotch. Anchorman? No.
Yep.
No, I've never seen the whole movie.
Okay, well, at the beginning, he says, okay, we're on. And he's like, I don't believe you. And then he's like, I love scotch. And he keeps drinking it. And they're like, we are live. And then he doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be you.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And
Joe-Dawg's friend from Godrich just deleted social media. Jersey Joe from Godrich just
How'd
sent
you
me a
know
message.
that? Did he send you a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy that used to ref in PWA back in the day, right?
He should be able to keep his messenger, his Facebook Messenger, even without Facebook, isn't he, or what? You know how hard it is to delete, like, I'm not talking to delete the app.
Joe is way.
I'm talking, if you try to delete, like, if you want to no longer have a Facebook, you got to delete all of your pictures, every single one of your pictures, every single one of your shit.
He literally got tired just thinking of the process of going through deleting his Facebook.
He's like, I was like,
oh man, it's gonna take a while.
What's the equivalent? Like, meat eaters eat turkey, and turkey makes them sleep. What vegetable did he eat that is making him so tired?
Well, I think bread and stuff still. Yeah, there we go. We're at 13-2.
Pudding.
That's not. And
What
it's
does
going
that
up.
mean?
See the up arrow? That's not good. Oh, God.
Oh, is that why you're getting tired? Because you're going into a diabetic.
Yeah. No, just because my.
Joe's dead, everyone.
The Patreon can see it. The Patreon can see it, so they just saw me fake die. Let me take some fucking Slin. Here we go.
Some slim.
Are you going to take insulin live on the podcast for
Yeah,
Patreon
sure,
only?
why not?
Oh, wait. You don't actually inject yourself.
No, it just goes like this.
It's like a drip thing, right?
Oh,
Delivering bolus.
Oh, that sucks.
No, I don't need to calibrate sensor.
bolus? I thought it was insulin.
He's got the knockoff brand. It's from Costco.
Yeah, I got the. They're like, it doesn't work as good, but
Shoppers Drug Mart Life brand.
yeah. It's the great value.
It's Insulin.
You know what?
Someone in Godrich is cooking it up in their basement.
Insulin.
It slew it. You know, great value. Fucking like cola. It used to in high school. That was the shit. That was really good. Great value cola. So, I mean, they have some great value. Has some good stuff. Sometimes their chips and stuff are good. So
Fucking
Funds or
chips.
chips?
sometimes they're chips.
I just like the way sometimes they got good chips. I like all dressed chips.
I like. It's. Have you ever seen that kid who's like, it's chicken? He keeps saying that. He's like, it's fried chicken. I just love chicken. Anyway, that's what the chips. My wife always says. My wife always says envelope. She's like,
No.
she's like, I get to mail a letter. I got to put it in it. Just put it in an envelope and then put it in.
Who says that?
My wife
That's
says
not
that.
a real
That's
thing.
not even. Nobody says that.
They also say milk, like her and her sisters always
Yeah,
say.
I hear that.
Or
Milk.
milk. Maybe it's milk.
Milk. Yeah. Or
Milk.
Pello instead of Pello. It's
Palo is a big one, yeah.
Palo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
screw
you guys
those
see
two.
that Breaking Bad episode where they started making insulin in the basement with the meth? Like
I've
the
never
cheap-
watched one episode of Breaking Bad.
It's pretty good.
Neither have I. I just heard about it.
No, he didn't. 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 No, it's pretty good, Eric. I mean, I was kind of fighting it for a while too, and then I thought, you know what? Let's try.
Oh man, Joe's dying.
Oh no, not this guy again. Why does Jesus look so, or the Satan look so vascular and like?
Also, can I tell you something about Satan?
Can I tell you something about this? Now, why you say it?
Everybody thinks he's such a mean guy. I don't think he is. I think he wants to have a good time.
Wasn't he an angel, or apparently to begin with?
Yeah, and he fell from heaven. But I think he just wants to gamble. Everybody's worried about going to hell because they're going to be tortured. I think it's going to be like poker games and gambling and smoking cigars and
Did
shit.
you ever think that when you die, okay?
You're
that
stupid.
no, hold on. That when you die, okay.
Yeah,
You have to take. Okay, so you know, God or somebody or Jesus or somebody. They take you to like a board, right? And it's like,
there you go, Elian.
and you're watching like a video.
Yes.
Yar. Oh, yar. The pirates that I'd care to be in.
Oh, you're stupid.
Continue your idea of what of heaven and hell and all
So
that.
you watch your life, okay, like maybe as a movie, right? But it's like a choose your own adventure. So you get to a spot in your life where it's like, okay, here's what's going to happen. Either, you know, your uncle dies, or you know, something. I don't know, something. You get in a car accident. I don't know. You have to pick what. And maybe your loved ones are there and they're like, you know what? It's cool. Kill me off. You shouldn't be paralyzed for the rest of your life.
That's what you came up with?
I don't know. I think,
Yeah.
you know, maybe.
Like
I think if
that's your
Joe-Dawg-
version of hell.
No. It's just like, maybe when after you die, you have to like.
No, see,
choose.
that would have been better if you said,
You yawning bitch.
I think hell is like a choose game, except what happens is they show you the exact path you took at that moment, but said, well, you could take this path. And then you're like, all right, well, I mean, I already did this life. So you take the other path and you find out what your life could have been. And could you imagine if you became like some sort of fucking millionaire? You got a 40-foot yacht. Your life is amazing. You don't work.
But you don't get to actually live
120 hours a week.
Yeah, you don't get to actually live it. You just watch.
Yeah, they're like, hey, if you didn't make the choice to take this in school and you took that like you wanted to, you would have been this. And I'm like, oh, wow, your life could have been amazing. Instead, it sucked, and now you're dead in hell.
Now you're living in a van.
To be fair, I think if Joe-Dawg got a choice, he'd marry his sister-in-law instead of his wife.
Because of the Godrich thing.
Here we go, folks.
Okay.
Things are lighting up.
Well,
All
she's
right.
cute. The sister-in-law is cute.
Really?
I don't want to say anything about his wife.
Joe,
I'm sure she's
why
cute
is she hot, Joe?
There's 3 of them in the family. They're all, and one of them is. I married one of them, and then the other 2 are
Oh, this is definitely the clip for the show. You won't share that.
Oh, man.
Joe's getting a divorce.
2 Facebooks. He's going to have his Joe-Dawg Facebook and his real Facebook, like his
We should actually play. That reminds me, we should play FMK sometime on this, and maybe we'll have to pick. Maybe
We've played that before.
Well, we can play it now.
Yeah, let's play it now. What do you got? Okay, who should we pick though? Should we pick maybe 3 wrestler girls, or maybe 3? Maybe 3 wrestler guys, or maybe 3 celebrities. Sometimes you do 3.
Do both.
Sometimes you do 3 celebrities that have the same name. So you do like Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Aniston, like Jennifer Lawrence.
Well, I'll go first. I have to pick between you 3. So let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, isn't this what we did? Fuck, marry, kill with us 3 with somebody?
Oh,
It'd be funny if it was
then I
with
won't do it
Alien.
again.
No,
Okay,
we want to hear your
pick.
answers. Come on,
No, we
you
want
got
to
me.
hear your
Oh,
answers.
I have to go back to hear the other person's answers.
No.
No. I don't even remember who it was.
Why does that matter? We just want to know your opinion of us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'd marry Rex because he's got central air. I'd fuck Joe-Dawg because he's cuddled like a teddy bear. I'd kill Eric because he's into the pirates and Satan.
Just like that.
Yeah. And I honey dicked him because I don't have central air yet. So
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's all over social media. Oh, my apologies.
honey dicked him.
I honey dicked him.
So what it was I'm pretty sure it was maybe Jesse Bieber that we did it with.
Maybe. And you married me and you were the only one who married me for the financials. And Rex is like, oh, I didn't think of that.
yeah.
No, I think I didn't marry you because I wanted to put you out of your misery so that you
that's right.
so that you wouldn't have to fuck or marry.
Jesse married me because of the financials.
Wait,
Yeah.
Eric's rich? Eric, I need money. Can you just come on my Twitch and like subscribe to like 5 people? Like,
He'll come on your
I'm a
face for the right
single
amount.
father.
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Well,
I can't, and I'll tell you why. Because you're on this right now, which means Eddie Osborne's listening, which means I can't give you any money because when wrestling comes back, I have to pay the locker room.
Wait.
Joe-Dawg said wrestling's over.
Not only is wrestling over, but Eddie's not listening because this is a Patreon episode. He doesn't subscribe.
No, Patreon's free all this month, buddy. For Friday.
Yeah, 100 episode
for Pride
celebrations.
Week?
Even I know that, and I'm not a host.
For Pride Week?
No, for the lead up to our 100th episode. Fridays are free.
Free Fridays for
Joe's like,
Fridays
oh man,
for-
the pressure. I didn't think this mattered. Shit, this is gonna suck.
Free Fridays for a month.
Yeah.
Free Fridays for 4 weeks.
All right, the edibles have kicked in.
There we go.
Yes. Are you going to start doing the weird background things where you put us in the classroom again or whatever that was?
That was Rex that did that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Not
Anyway,
my
so-
edibles, Eric's edibles.
So let's say like Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lopez.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence, I'm marrying.
Okay.
Is she the singer that's married to that wrestler or was?
No, Jennifer Lawrence. She was in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, marrying her because then you can just fuck her all the time. Jennifer Lopez. Oh boy, this is tough.
She's rich.
No, Jennifer Aniston. I would fuck, and Jennifer Lopez I would kill.
Wow.
Yeah, because Jennifer Aniston's right on the brink of not being hot anymore. Like she's right in her last couple of years.
It's still Rachel from Friends.
And see, here's the other problem with this game is that we don't say what, like, is it current day? Is that what that means?
No, it's gotta be.
It's right now. It's right now.
Why can't
Joe, we don't have a time machine. Do you have a time machine?
If it wasn't right now, I'd marry Jennifer Aniston.
Wow.
In our prime.
Yeah.
I want those
So if
prime
you
Brad Pitt years.
I think you could do like in their prime FMK. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, who are the three? Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Lopez, and Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
In their primes?
No, now.
Right now?
I didn't get to do in their
Jennifer
prime.
Lawrence I'm marrying because she's the
Obviously.
youngest.
Yeah.
And you got to bang Rachel, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Bucket list stuff.
I'm gonna
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, trap.
Done.
God, you guys are racist.
Apparently, she's a real bitch too. You can't even look her in the eyes. They're not allowed in the
Jennifer
building.
Lopez?
Yeah, there was a thing. I think it was on Cornette's podcast that Brian Lassie used to be into music or something, and he worked in the building. And they're like, when J-Lo comes in, if anyone makes eye contact with her, they're fired. Something like that.
Seems reasonable.
That's how Eric is with women, except it's if they make eye contact, he fucks them.
Oh, really?
She likes
I
me.
thought Eric was a virgin. Should have had a kid by now.
Okay,
Maybe
this
he
one-
does. We just don't know about
This
it.
one we're gonna do in
Elian.
this one we're
Oh,
gonna do.
sorry.
We're gonna do this one in their prime. Okay, in their prime. So
prime.
we got Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Chris Candido.
In their prime.
Wait, say that again?
Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Chris Candido.
Well, either way, we're doing
Prime of
drugs.
wrestling or-
If anybody had a funny bone in their body, they say they'd kill Chris Benoit.
Well, see, here's the thing: if
don't-
you picked that you would marry Chris Benoit,
Yeah, you're fucked.
You'd be dead anyway.
then he's gonna kill himself and you. Anyway.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
Well, then I think he's a freak in the sheets.
But you know what? If I marry Chris Benoit, there's no Daniel, so I'd save a life. Well, not really, because he wouldn't exist. But
That's true.
that's a tough one.
That's a
That's
tough
interesting.
one, yeah.
So you're going to sacrifice yourself for Daniel.
No,
You know,
Daniel
there's-
doesn't exist though, so it doesn't really matter.
I know. So he's just going to kill you and hang himself.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of Chris Benoit, as we often are, there are some theories out there that possibly Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit were in a love relationship, which, since it is Pride Month,
Yeah, they loved each other.
No, but I mean, a lot of people think they were in
We're talking butt fucking.
like a Brokeback
Oh.
Mountain type of situation because they were like, okay,
Backbreaker
think of
Mountain.
all- yeah, like okay, think of all that, like, you know, when Eddie died, like Benoit was more than sad. Like he was, you know, he would constantly go over to Vicky Guerrero's house and you know, like maybe there was just a little bit more, maybe they had true
Yeah.
love, not just friend love.
I don't
Which I
see
could
butt
see-
fucking though. I don't see butt fucking. I see like
No,
you
we're
know
not
how they
making
were
this
anal
about-
with the squats.
No.
Like they do 1,000 squats. They'd be like, "Come on, I'm gonna jack you off 1,000 times right now."
No,
One,
no,
two,
no,
three.
no.
Oh,
I'm not trying to make it a sexual thing. I'm just trying
Well,
to
I
make
think
it
you did.
sounded like yeah.
Pretty
Like a-
sure you did.
You opened the door, so I walked in.
No, it's like a true love story.
You
like,
opened your back door and he fucked it. Oh, real
Oh
spit
my
take.
god, my computer.
Was that real? Was that a real spit take?
Yeah, I'm drinking some iced tea here. Oh no. Oh no. The
We've
kid
ruined-
uses this for school. He can't log in tomorrow because dad spit iced tea on his computer.
Yeah. If you had a score right before, we'd be able to post that on Instagram.
You can bleep it. Don't you guys got a bleep button?
Yeah, I guess you can sleep. Cleaning it up.
No.
I almost lost my drink too. Did you spit your drink? That was almost it for me. Holy
That was perfect timing, Rex.
Oh,
man.
Elian.
he opened your back door and let you fuck it was what made Elian lose his shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Two dogs
God.
fucking.
I think they just loved each other more than they could love another person. Like it was like
Yeah, that's what
I think it was just like the soulmate thing. Like no one else could understand each other like they understood each other. Their
Yeah.
wives and their kids. Only they got how
They
much
were
they loved
soulmates.
wrestling.
Only they
Yeah.
knew how gay the other was.
Yeah.
No,
Well, that's what we're saying,
No.
isn't it?
it was still Kevin Sullivan, guys.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You think
I
he could
honestly
take Benoit in a real fight?
sometimes-
What?
You think he could take Benoit in a real physical
You don't
altercation?
know what happened. You don't know. You know he could have walked in with a gun. You don't know.
He's got two bad knees and he's an old man. There's
Why
no way
didn't
he
they
did
find
that.
any gunshots on Chris Benoit then?
Well, he said he was being followed too, right?
He was paranoid. He had CTE. He was crazy.
Exactly, Kevin Sullivan.
I know it sounds far-fetched, but like sometimes I get in the mood where I'm like, you never know.
Yeah, right?
Because I just want Chris Benoit to be innocent. That's why. I would love for him to be innocent. And then
So that we can...
With the Chris Benoit thing, it doesn't change how good of a wrestler he is.
Okay, let me ask you this about that. Speaking of that, Eric, do you remember anyone getting canceled before Chris Benoit? I think he might be the original.
The original cancel?
The original canceled. Pull all of his stuff. He never existed. Pull him
What
off.
about Britney Spears?
She's not canceled. She's around right now.
But for a while there, she was kind of crazy.
She was not only was she not canceled, they followed her more while she shaved her head, while she did crazy shit in stores. They followed her more. That's true.
If that's true, and Chris Benoit started the cancel culture, I mean, he set the bar real high.
Real high.
But then
not be getting canceled for anything we say here, because I mean that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll murder someone if we have to.
It just goes to show the influence that pro wrestling has on the rest of the world, because they saw how well. They're like, wow, they were able to delete that guy and totally take him out like he never existed. We can do that now with, pedophiles or rapists or whatever. Which like they said, we're not just gonna put Bill Cosby in jail. We're gonna Chris Benoit him, pull him out. We're not gonna talk about him ever.
But
again.
they pick and choose, like celebrity wise and government wise. There's all these horrible things going on, and like so many things get swept under the rug. But then when it's something they want to make a big deal of, they can. It's really weird how it's picky and choosy. Like if someone said, "Oh, we're gonna cancel Good Brother Morning because one person's offended about one of your dumb jokes or whatever,"
and they can't cancel us because we have nobody to answer to.
Yeah, a lot of people like it, so why can't other people like it just because one person doesn't, right?
Yeah, that's the really hard part about
comedy,
about cancel culture, and about comedy, about all that kind of stuff. Is that does that, like, it used to be wow, fuck that guy, he's a piece of shit, but like now it's like we're pulling him out of the Hall of Fame. Like, look at even Alomar. He hasn't even had a court date yet, and they're like, he's
suing back too. I think
pull his fucking banner down, pull him out of the Hall of Fame. Well, no, I guess he's staying in the Hall of Fame for now, right? But
he's suing for defamation, because that's the thing. Everyone just sees it and they're like, "Oh, he's guilty," but he's like, "No, I'm not." So he's suing back, or whatever it's called.
It's the same word, just pronounced. It's like epitome.
Oh. I don't know. I just think like Chris Rock made this big thing. He's like, people are scared to try anymore. So at least give you props because you guys have the balls to try. And like, people are so scared to do something. It's like, well, if they do something wrong, especially in comedy, they could just say, well, you're going there to laugh. Like Chappelle used to like make fun of the white folks in the crowd, and I laughed so hard at that. But like, well, can you do that anymore?
That's the other thing. So they're pulling down episodes of Saturday Night Live because Jimmy Fallon did a Chris Rock impression. But he did it in blackface because Chris Rock is black. So he painted his face to look like Chris Rock and then did a really good Chris Rock impression. So does that mean, is that bad? It definitely, there it is. There's Roberto Alamar's. Did you have that in your room? How did you get that so fast?
Yeah, it's just I had to take it down from the other but it's
Eric, and you just got a white wall and you could have had this up all this time.
Let's put it up.
No, well, it's gonna go up in front of me. It's not gonna go up behind.
Yeah, it's like Alomar, Bill Cosby's up there.
But yeah, it's a signed Jay's Alomar jersey from 2011 when he got it.
What did Alomar get accused of?
Just sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
They haven't actually really said, I don't think.
They never really said, so they just left it up to interpretation. But everybody obviously assumes the worst.
Yeah, and maybe. Rightfully so, but we don't know until we hear all of the words.
I'll tell you, it's not gonna change me from hanging my Roberto Alomar signed Hall of Fame jersey.
It sucks because all of my heroes turned out to be like Roberto Alomar made me switch to become a second baseman. Right. And I loved Roberto Alomar. Same with Jake the Snake. He was my favorite wrestler, and he's a piece of shit. But now he's getting redemption. It's like, statute of limitations. Now Jake the Snake's a good, clean, sober person.
Well, I don't think Jake ever it's not like he raped somebody or murdered.
Neither did Roberto Alomar.
Well, and that's the thing is we don't. We're just not sure. So, I mean, like, okay, here's another really good case. Let's talk about Aziz Ansari. Aziz Ansari has a date with this girl. They start doing stuff. They're fooling around. The next day, she texts him. She's like, I didn't really like that. And he's like, oh, sorry. I had no idea. Cancel him. Take him off everything.
But what did he do, though?
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know. He said that, I guess she said that he was, it doesn't
through
matter.
Text? But it was through text? Like,
No, they actually had.
Also, who is he?
He's a comedian. He's the guy, he talks loud and stuff. He's funny. He's very funny. And
he's not canceled.
He was for a little bit until they were like,
until it blows over. And then now he's got brand new episodes of.
Remember that one guy? Yeah, he just jacked off in the room and said, hey, you guys coming up? I'm going to whip my dick out. And everyone stayed. They could have laughed.
Would it be okay if I jerk off? And they're like, yeah, okay, sure. And then he did it. And then they're like, I didn't really like
he was going to.
That used to be the move when we were like young. That was you just pull it out. Like that was always what people said. Like, no, dude, you just pull it out and maybe something will happen.
Yeah.
I never did that. But I mean,
you're the one who told me to do it.
Okay. and that's why I was a virgin.
He pulled it out once, and Rex got married right there.
Wow. He's still dreaming about Drew McIntyre, so yeah, I could see that.
So wait, Louis C.K.
I believe Rex
on stage?
No,
God. Hotel room or something.
He was like, if some girl, and he was like, "Hey, you're really hot. Is it okay if I jerk off?" And she's like, "Sure." And then he did, and then they were like, we didn't like that.
They're like, oh, I thought he was joking. And then he pulled his dick out and started jerking off.
Well, and I think the other problem is a lot of them were mad. A lot of people are mad because he had a powerful position. Girls were like, he used his position of maybe he'll give me a role on a TV show or somewhere or whatever.
It wasn't even that. It was even older than that. It was more his power position within the business. So because he was well-respected.
He might be like, it's like me coming on here. I'm like, I might get the rub because everyone will see me on Good Brother. So it's like, it's good for business if I come on here.
Yeah. So they felt like if we don't let him do this incredibly uncomfortable thing that we don't want to do, then that could ruin our career. And I'm on both sides. What if I don't want people to think, oh, Elian's standing up for the males, just that. But me neither.
Maybe that's true. And what if you do? What if you sign the contract, said, I'm going to jack off. If you're not okay with that, sign this contract. But what if a couple years later, they're like, I have emotional trauma because of that. So
Elian's got a briefcase full of waivers.
If they sign a contract, then it doesn't matter what they have.
Well, there was a verbal.
I know
there was verbal consent, but it's still. Well, as I said,
what state could you imagine
being
a verbal contract is binding in the state of New York?
Could you imagine thinking my job or my future relies on if I don't stand here and watch Harvey Weinstein jerk off, or in his case, then I'm not going to get this role. I'm not going to I've worked so hard to be this person, and if I have to stand here and be uncomfortable because I don't want to feel bad in front of this fucking.
Let me ask you a question.
This fucking what? What are we gonna call him? Oh, creep. Okay.
If he was gonna give you the part to stand
different.
there and watch him jerk off, would you do it?
That's different because
why is
what the part is.
Because I'm a gross person. But my point is, there's all these girls that are like, there was girls that were like, I just let me out of this room, and he's like, you're not leaving this room until you kiss me on the mouth. And they're like,
you've done that to me so many times.
They're like, no, I don't want to do that. And he's like, please. He made them feel really bad. So now they're thinking, wow, I don't want to upset this very powerful guy. And that fucking
sucks. I get it. I was just hypothetical. I want to know what you'd do if.
Oh, I see. I'd probably be like, yeah, right. But that goes back to I had this talk with Anthony years ago. We talked about, I can't remember who it was, Bia or Jules Malone or somebody. There was a girl in the dressing room who said that people message her and they say, will you come to my house and walk on my balls and I'll give you, $1,000 or whatever. And all the guys were like, yeah, I don't care. 100% I'm walking on somebody's balls, or I'm sending them my dirty socks, or I'm whatever.
Yeah, but I know that because I'm a single parent, and I look at all these other single moms and they're like, oh, I'm struggling, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if I was a hot single mom, I wouldn't need to work. But at the same time, bro, I have no pride in my body, right?
If I was a hot girl, I'd be down at the docks waiting for the fleet to come in. Okay?
The pirate fleet?
Any fleet. Doesn't matter.
Well, I know when 50 Cent put out that album, Get Pussy or Die Trying, he bought Mike Tyson's house, and he said any sexual encounter, he taped it just so like if anything went to court, he had proof that there was consent. So that was a smart move
That's
on his
probably not a
part.
bad idea.
Are you allowed to do that?
It was actually
If
it's his house. It's
if you have
security
consent,
camera.
I'm sure, as long as you have consent.
I don't know. Yeah, did he tell them?
The
that
world
it
is
was
a
being
hard. The
filmed?
world is a hard place to maneuver, isn't it?
Well, look at the Hulk Hogan tape.
I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I'm
Hulk
allowed
Hogan
to.
didn't know he was being filmed.
My mom was on a jury she was a juror in a trial for a guy who molested like Boy Scouts or something. He was a Boy Scout leader. And she was so fucking she was like, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out. First of all, my mom is 4 feet tall. She's just a short little fucking shaky lady. She's like, nah, because she has too much coffee and stuff. Anyway.
Oh, Anne, yeah.
So, yeah, that's her name. Yeah. So after the trial was done, they found him guilty. My mom was standing outside. She very rarely smokes, but she smoked that day. Okay. So she's like fucking outside smoking, all angry at this guy. This dude who just found guilty, he knew that if somebody said something or did something to him, that the trial would be like a mistrial. His judgment wouldn't count. He wouldn't have to go to jail. They would have to do the trial all over again. Okay. So he starts walking down the stairs. He looks over. He recognizes my mom, and he starts walking down the stairs towards her. He was going a different way towards his car or whatever, but he decided, I'm going to walk over to this lady. So my mom's fucking standing there smoking, like shaking and smoking, right? And he like walks right up to her, gets like 2 feet away from her, and she fucking pulls her smoke out, flicks it on the ground and stomps on it and just fucking stares at him like, do it. And the guy turned around and walked away. How badass is my fucking mom, bro?
We need her. She should be the new host.
She just fucking goes,
Man, I thought you were going to say she ruined the trial.
no,
Yeah.
it took everything.
She ruined her son.
She said it took okay. She said
Booyah.
everything she had
Not you, the other one.
No, he's
Okay.
funny.
to not knock that motherfucker out. But she instead she just fucking flicked it, and like that's like a cool movie.
Here's the thing. Listen, I'm all for jury of your peers, and it's up to the defense or the prosecution to prove the point of innocent or guilty. I'm fine with that. Here's the problem with humans.
Okay.
If you're on a jury,
Yes.
and I'm the defense, I can say whatever I want to put any sort of doubt in your mind, even if I'm not allowed to say it. So I can say it. The prosecution can object. It can be sustained, and it can be so harmful to the case that the judge could turn to the jury and say the jury needs to strike that from the record.
Pretend you never heard that.
Pretend you never heard that, and then 12 people walk into a room, still knowing they heard that, and now you have to decide what's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Call Eric Pinu. Eric Pinu.
That's my problem with the jury judicial system.
Like Eric P.U., that story sucks.
No, Eric Pinu, like Stephen Pinu.
No, I meant
like
P.U., like it stinks. Fucking
know.
terrible.
Sorry, I thought you didn't know what I was saying.
Rex just says that because he doesn't understand anything.
We get it, Eric. You watch Suits.
I'm sorry that this episode got so serious and stuff, but
It's good. We're raising awareness, like even like with that whole thing in Kamloops with the native peoples.
Okay,
and
so
stuff like that.
Elian, where can everybody find you on social media, buddy?
Okay, fair enough. I'm Elian Habanero everywhere: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and everything.
I made a conscious effort not to.
Yeah, it's getting me riled up because like half of my friends are.
Yeah, it's not even that. I just don't feel like this is the place to talk about it. It's like
no.
I'm not trying to say like
a good conversation. We're raising awareness.
It is something a lot of us aren't aware of, and it is good to.
Yeah, I just feel like it's disrespectful to even talk about it on this podcast.
Yeah, we had gays on there, Alien. Did you see that?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time. He told me.
Yeah, I know you talk to him all the time, but I'm saying we talk to him all the time.
No, good for you. That's a great find.
Yeah,
Nobody
sorry,
else is
Alien.
on him on no podcast.
Joe's gay for Gaza.
I think he might have did.
Alien, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Oh,
Because when I started wrestling at whatever it was
Gay
at the
for
time,
Gaza. That's a good T-shirt, right?
ACW.
yes.
Eddie told me that you came from BC first.
Yeah.
And then called him. Did you call him over? Like, did you?
Well,
say,
no,
like,
we
hey,
just
there's a
talked on
wrestling school?
MSN Messenger all the time. Like,
and he
we were
was
still
like
friends.
this. He's like this Ike Shaw guy. I'm telling you, he's legit.
Yeah.
You got to get here.
So you moved from BC
Yes.
just for this wrestling school? This
Yeah,
Hart
I
Brothers
graduated
wrestling
high school. I saved up my money. I was going to be a wrestler, and that's when we talked about this on the first time I was on.
How did you hear
be
about that
fair.
school though? Was it on
Yeah,
TV?
that's what I want to know. How
No,
did
it
you
was
hear
on the
about it?
internet. I didn't even have internet. My friend said, I'm going to wrestling school. So he searched up and printed me out wrestling schools. There was Terry Funk, Shawn Michaels, Hart Brothers. And my mom's like, you should do Hart Brothers. It's in Canada. And I thought that was the Calgary one. So I
Shawn
found
Michaels had a wrestling school when you started?
Yeah, this was 2000. So it was when he was doing his school in Texas.
Yeah, he was
2000.
his smile was still lost.
He was training Daniel Bryan and landscape guy and stuff.
He had big
Okay,
wanted
yeah.
posters like missing, and it was a picture of
His
a
mom
smile
answered the
emoji.
phone. I phoned. His
Where's
mom
my
answered the
smile?
phone.
I don't know where it is.
You actually phoned down there?
Yeah, man. His
Oh
mom
my
answered the
God.
phone, and I
That's cool.
inquired and everything, but
The
my mom
heartbreak
convinced me
mother,
Canada.
the heartbreak parent.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
Absolutely.
I didn't know any different either. I mean, obviously I knew it wasn't the Hart Brothers like in Calgary, but
Wait,
I
but
drove
there wasn't
past-
anything closer at the time. It like even in a few provinces closer to BC.
not that I found on the internet. And then the
Huh.
guy, the Ike Shaw guy, just talked me in. I was like, "Is this Hart Brothers?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh man, would love to come train in the dungeon." He's like, "Well, we're an affiliate of Hart Brothers. We have Owen and Bulldog
Yeah.
and Davey. They're all here all the time. Blah blah blah."
Yeah.
He sold me in. I was like, "Yes, sign me up." Fucking right, my dream come true.
Oh yeah, because that would have been a lot closer
Fucking Ike
Calgary
Shaw.
to BC. Than
So
it
how
would
much
be.
did you pay Ike Shaw to be there?
I paid $3,500, and then my first match was 3 months later. And about a week before my first match, he said, "Oh, you can't do the show." And I'm like, "Why not?" He's like, "You don't have wrestler's insurance. It's $1,200." So I paid another $1,200 just so I could be on my first show, and never got my
more than
fake
me.
wrestler's insurance. $4,700 plus
Wait a
the
minute,
$50
there was a
wrestling
wrestler-
license,
I did 4,200.
So
plus
there was
$50 to Ken Hayashi.
there was a wrestler license. There was no such thing as wrestler insurance, just wrestler license.
Well, maybe there was, but I never got it. He just
Well,
got an extra $1,200 under me.
The license would have been around when you were around, because wasn't it around when?
Yeah, I still have it. I still have it in my scrapbook. Ken Hayashi.
Yeah.
Also, where did all that money come from? Did you have a summer job that you raised $3,500?
I started working when I was 15, cleaning a grocery store 7 days a week. So I didn't have all the money saved up. I think I had like $2,500, and my mom lent me the rest, and then I paid her back.
Wow, that
That's
that
great.
fucking fat piece of shit took it from you.
Don't call his mother that.
No, I got
No.
my money's worth. I got my money's worth. She's skinny now. I got my money's worth because I got more than my money's worth. I got trained right, and I got to do shows. And yeah, he was a piece of shit. And
Who was your main who was your main trainer though? Would it have been
It was first Sid Summers for the first
Oh,
month or two,
okay?
and then Johnny
What-
Canine came in there and Carl LeDuc, and
It
they
wasn't
went through
one or
trainers
two
a
for you?
lot. He was there a lot too. He was kind of like Sid's right hand man, but I didn't like Juan Ortiz at that point, so I
Shocking.
didn't. Yeah,
Do you like him now? I don't know.
yeah, he's fine now. He's nice to me now, I guess. So
He is
we're
a bit
fine.
rough around the edge. He's kind of hard to. Sometimes he can. Yeah.
He's a bit. of a
Sometimes he talks like while he's talking, he's blinking like he's looking. It's kind of an air,
Yeah,
I think he's a cunt.
I like
good.
it.
Well, a lot of people do, and I don't
I'm okay with
disagree.
him, but
I don't know him at all. So, anyways, that's today's episode, folks. We'll see you Monday.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
This one is worse than the other one.
Yep.
We addressed things, and we kept it like we never.